Hello again, thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel. My name's David Charles, International Psychic Medium, and today we're doing a reading for you entitled What's Next in Your Love Life? Would you like to know what's next in your love life? Stay with me, we're going to do 4 stacks of cards for you to pick from. It's a pick a card reading. After the reading at the end we're doing stage 24 of the free diploma course by the Old England Tarot School. That involves today the Page of Cups. So here we have 4 stacks of cards for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brief reading, not going to drag it on for hours. We're just going to get you to find out what you need to know about your love life and what seems to be coming next. These cards are numbered for you from there 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'd like you to pick one. Use your intuition, go with what feels right, or go for a lucky number. You can pause the video if you want, but choose a card stack 1, 2, 3 or 4. Which one do you fancy? Okay, we're going to start with number 1. So if you pick number 1, this is for you. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Click like and share me with your friends on social media. And if you want to be notified when I upload a new video, click the bell icon as well. Now then, special warm welcome to you if you're all alone watching this. Hello to you especially, and hello to all of you, of course. At the moment, it appears to me, number 1, your love life is a bit wishy-washy and a bit dreamy. So you may be dreaming of your prince or your princess turning up soon. And that may, for some of you, already have happened. And you may not be seeing things clearly. You may not be seeing the wood for the trees. But I believe that you're dreamy. So some of you are dreamers. Maybe 1 or 2 of you may be water signs. 1 or 2 of you may be Piscean, but not all of you. You can still be a dreamer and be a different star sign. But there's dreams going on, and there are signs, if you're spiritual or psychic, and a lot of you will be, that you should follow your dreams. So I always say keep a notepad by the bed, write down your dreams, and see if you feel they're significant when you get up. So if you dream in the middle of the night, write them down, because you'll forget it in the morning otherwise. So keep a log of your dreams for the moment, number 1. And if you feel any of them are significant, then follow your dreams. That's a good saying, and it's always true. There are new beginnings for you in your love life, number 1. So you're either meeting someone new, or you're rekindling an old romance, and he or she and you may be getting back together again. Not always recommended in psychic readings, but it is in this one. New beginnings are shown for you, but I believe you're really shown in the future to be making things harder than they should be, so don't. Go with the flow a bit more. Don't work at it. Just allow it to happen. It's a bit like when you can't sleep. The more you try to sleep, the more awake you become. So you just allow it to happen. With your love life, number 1, allow things to happen rather than overworking on things. Because if you work on things too much, it really means that you probably shouldn't be, and maybe the other half isn't doing their share, and you're working more than they are to make things right. I don't see major problems. I don't see arguments. I don't see disasters or parting of your ways. But I do feel, number 1, that you've got to be a bit more risky. So if you're asked out by 2 people, 2 men or 2 girls, or you're planning on dating and you don't know which one to go with, try both of them on different nights. But stick with one, of course, eventually. Always tell the other one you're dating other people. But that could be happening to you soon. Doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 70 odd or 80. You could be 15 or 16. Shouldn't be watching this if you're too young. But I think some of you are making heavy weather of your romance in the coming weeks and months. Of course, this is a timeless reading. As a psychic say, it doesn't have any date. So you'll find this reading when you're meant to. You may find it today or 10 years from today. It will still be applying. I hope I've still got some hair by then, still around. But it doesn't matter when you find this reading, because you are choosing the cards, of course, and you have done. If you want a reading for someone else, you can always pick a pack of cards, say for your daughter or your friend. They don't have to know about it. If you want to know what's happening to one of your kids, find out by going to my readings. But pick a card reading means a no date. So, in the coming weeks and months, follow your dreams, number 1. Your dreams may just be about to be granted. They're not nightmares, they're good dreams. Expect a new beginning. Expect that the person you meet may be quite financially well off. Not a debt guarantee, but a lot of you will find that. I think a lot of you, number one, are okay for money, but some of you are completely the opposite and really struggling at the moment, which is not good. I think you're making hard work of things, pushing water uphill, I often say. That may apply to the rest of your life as well, not just your love life. So don't do it. Don't work too hard. Just go with the flow and let things happen. If you want to fall in love, don't try and make it happen. Allow it to happen. There is a difference. I think a lot of you are really going to fall in love soon. And a lot of you, number one, already have. Of course, this reading won't apply to everybody. It's a generic reading, a general reading, but it will apply to you, and you'll know if it does. And some of you it will apply to. Take a chance. As the song says, take a chance. Is it ABBA? Take a chance on love. Take a chance in your life. Be adventurous. Be daring. And I believe, number one, that your love life isn't such a tangled mess as some readings I do. I think it's just going to flow and grow naturally. I don't see any real major disasters. And I tell you, if there were, I would tell you straight away. So, thank you for listening to that, number one. And we'll move on to number two. And if you chose number two, this is for you. And again, if you run it on to number two, please subscribe to my video, my channel. Click like, share me with your friends. Click the bell icon. It does help me. And please make some comments below. Join in the fun. Now, number two. And some of you, there's a few things coming through number two. Some of you are worrying about something. Some of you are natural born worriers. A lot of you, number two, are quite psychic. Everybody's psychic to a certain extent. But I think, number two, a lot of you out there are heading into, or already are actually, a psychic high, where at the moment and during the coming weeks, your judgment will be sound because you'll go with the feelings in here in your heart, not just the feelings in your head. So if you're meeting someone new, and a lot of you will be, this person, and you may already know them, but they're going to make you an offer. And I think it's an offer that you can't really refuse. It's to do with romance. For some of you, it may be a marriage or a proposal offer. For others, it could be just a commitment or something serious. It's a big thing. It's not a little thing. But the person you're in love with, or you're watching this because you're thinking about, will make an offer to you soon. If that doesn't happen, then I believe that you will be making an offer to her or to him. So, a lot of you are spiritual. I think lots of you now, number two, are guided by a man in spirit. You may know who that is. Think about it. It may not be the obvious person. It's a fairly older chap who is in spirit, who is guiding you at the moment. You'll have many spirit guides, we all do, but sometimes more of them are around than others. And this man is around you right now, even as you watch this video. You will receive an offer from a lover or a potential lover, or you will be making an offer or a big suggestion. I think a lot of you, number two, are lacking sleep because you're worrying. I don't really see a reason for you to be worrying, so you may be worrying unnecessarily. And as I always say, it's easy for me to say, but worrying won't do you any good. You can worry about the gas bill for a month and you've still got it to pay, so what's the point? But it is easier said than done to stop worrying. Don't lay awake worrying at night, being lonely and just you and your thoughts for company and your worries. I think you're I think you have more go than you believe you do. I think your character is stronger than you think it is. I think you're underestimating yourself, number two. I think if a relationship needs to end, then you have the strength to end it. If you want to start a new romance, of course you're going to need to end the other one first if you're in one. To 2 times somebody wouldn't be good. It never is. And again, it's easy for me to say, but if you have a new love or interest coming soon and you want to end the love affair you're in, you have the capability to do that, but please don't hurt anybody if you can help it. That's almost impossible as well, isn't it? But it may be that the romance you're in is fizzling out anyway and you're both really bored with it and fed up, and it's time for you to move on, number two. Listen to your spirit guides. Listen to the voices inside you. Listen to the feelings in your heart. Go with your heart. Go with your psychic self, because you have psychic ability. A lot of you, number 2, are also into healing. I can see that. And if you're not, then some of you, not all of you, some of you should be, because you have the ability to heal sometimes just by talking to people. You have this calming, natural healing influence, which people, well, it's a treasure that you need to use. Some of you, number 2, are studying, and that may be slightly interfering with your dating and going out in the evenings. It may be slightly interfering with your love life, but you have to study. A lot of you are probably middle-aged and learning new skills. A lot of you may be just youngsters. And as I said before, you mustn't watch this if you're too young. So don't lay there worrying at night, staying awake worrying. Get up, have a cup of tea or a coffee and go back to bed, and try to not worry and allow sleep to come. Don't try to make it come. You're stronger than you think. You're a lover of animals, most of you. Most of you, number 2, have pets or a pet. And if you don't have one, it looks like you're going to get one. So that there may be an animal coming to you, a dog or a cat or something, that has been selected for you by the spirit world. A lover certainly has, but you may already have met this person, he or she. And there's no warnings again here, except that you're worrying too much. You need to go with your feelings inside. Your spirit world is watching you. Your guides are watching you, particularly one man. But go with the feelings in your heart. If your heart says do it, ignore the common sense in the head. Do it. I'll get myself into trouble now, but I think you know what I mean. Go with the feelings inside. And I think, number 2, you'll be okay. There's really nothing to worry about. Thank you for watching that. As I said, please subscribe and make some comments below. Click the like button and all that stuff. If you chose number 3, thank you for waiting. I hope you ran it on. This is for you, number 3. Right, what's in the future? What's in store for your love life next? Well, it looks as though some of you, not all of you, I keep saying, some of you, number 3, are in 3-way romances. That's probably why you picked number 3. Some of you are in triangles. And 1 or 2 of you won't be aware of it. Well, you are now. There may be somebody who is deceiving you or two-timing you. Not all of you, so don't be paranoid. But some of you are in triangles. Some of you know very well that you're in triangles, and you may be the one doing the two-timing. But your love life will not stand that strain forever. You cannot be serious and love 2 people the same. You can love both, but you'll always love one more than the other. That's my belief. And that's what most people believe, I think. So if you're in a triangle, it may be time for you to get rid of it and cut out the third person. If I've taken you by surprise and you didn't know about a third person, then try to find out what is going on. Is your lover being true? It won't apply to all of you, but some of you, I believe, are either deceiving your partner with another, and some of you are being deceived by your partner, and some of you, it's nothing of the sort. It's interference from in-laws, mother-in-law, sisters, brothers, family, friends, people causing trouble in the background. Very common in these readings, and you don't need to be involved in these triangles because you'll get nowhere fast. Apart from that, there's massive celebrations coming up. So I think some of you, number 3, are planning to get married. Of course, with the COVID outbreak, you may have had to postpone it if that's still going on when you watch this. It is a timeless reading. Doesn't matter when you watch it. You chose the cards. You may find this reading today or in a year's time. It will still be relevant to you. You chose these cards. There is celebration. I believe that some of you, number 3, are friendly with someone, and that's all it is, just friendship. But it's going to get closer with some of you and turn into true love. You look at each other, you may be same sex, you may be man and woman. You look at each other and you realize that this friendship is becoming much more than that. And you realize that the other person feels the same. Do not fight it, allow it to happen, but don't end up in the triangle. That's the thing. If you're in a triangle, or if you fancy someone new, end one romance before the other. As I keep saying in all these readings, don't enter a 3-way romance. I think number 3, you're approaching what I call a lover's crossroads. A bit like when you're in the car, you can go left, right, or straight ahead. You cannot, in this case, and must not go backwards. So, if the third person is from the past, there's your answer, don't go backwards. If you are contacted by someone from the past, it's fine, but you cannot go back into a love affair with this person. If you do, only unhappiness will prevail. And if you do go back to an old lover, you won't meet the people in the future that you're meant to meet. So you'll spoil everything. That happens in 9 out of 10 of these cases. A lover's crossroads means don't go backwards. It's not always the case. 1 out of 10, the psychic spirit world, will say go backwards. As it stands now, a crossroads for you can mean a brand new lover. A crossroads for you, number 3, can mean 2 lovers and you've got to choose one. And it can also mean that you think you're in love when you're not. It may be infatuation, it may be a crush, but it's not real. And you may be kidding yourself. You may be just lonely. And as I always say, a special welcome to anyone out there who's watching this alone or lonely. So, number 3, you're getting close to someone who could be a friend. There's a massive party coming up. You may be going to somebody's wedding, or it may be your own. It could be a birthday, it could be Christmas. I'm not sure what time of year you'll be watching this. But there is celebrations coming. You may have a glass of wine or something stronger. There are several people at this celebration, quite a few in fact. I don't think it's a hen night, I don't think it's a stag night. I think there are both sexes there, and it's some kind of big knees up. Enjoy it. Do not get in triangles, and if you get to a lover's crossroads and you're going too soon, make your choices and make them wisely, and try and stick to them. And thank you for watching that. Please subscribe to my channel, click the like button and all the usual stuff, click the bell if you want to be notified when I upload new videos, and please comment below and share them with your friends. If you chose number 4, this is for you, number 4. What's going to happen in your love life? Well, you can see that one there, the devil is the major arcana, devil card, which normally means, well, quite a few things. It means temptation for one. So number 4, you may find that you're being tempted to do something a bit naughty. It doesn't mean that you'll do it. Temptation sometimes is presented before us to try us out, to see how we react. Temptation is coming, number 4, if it hasn't already done so. Of course, the message is, if you can, walk away from it. Sometimes I'll tell people to go with it, have a bit of fun. It might do you good. But in this case, avoid temptation if you can. It's being sent to test you out. Remember that and think, I'm not falling for it. Don't do anything you'll regret, number 4. And as well as that, please don't say things that you'll regret, because you can't unsay them. You could say sorry, but you can never unsay them. Once again, it appears, number 4, lots of you are psychic, and lots of you are on real psychic highs at the moment. And lots of you, number 4, are inspired at the present time by the stars, the real stars, not the ones in the newspapers. The real stars will inspire you. If it's a starry night, if it's summer, go outside and lay on the grass and look at the sky and look at the universe and try and work out what it all means. What are we doing here? That's the sort of person you are, a lot of you. You're fascinated by what's in the afterlife. You're fascinated by spiritual stuff, mediumship, any kind of spiritualism, witchcraft as well. A lot of you, number 4, are well capable of doing all that stuff, and you'll enjoy it. But you're about to meet somebody who is arrogant, if you haven't already met them, bombastic, troublemaking, a bit of a stirrer, a person who, she may travel a lot. It could be a man or a woman. This person is irritating, aggravating, and you wouldn't employ them if you were selling bone china in a tea shop, because they'd probably knock it all over. So it's a person you want to avoid. I believe that some of you, number 4, are actually seeing your romances come into fruition in the coming weeks and months. This is very good, it's very important. So the first thing to remember is avoid temptation. If the spirit world, or whatever it is out there, tempts you to do something that you wouldn't normally do, a bit naughty or a bit bad, try not to do it. If you've already done it, then you may have to live with it. Of course, number 4, some of you will have already done it. You may have been tempted to do something you may regret. You may have been tempted to say something that you may regret. Bad call, as they say. Watch out for the stars that guide you, the stars in the sky. You will feel an affinity with the universe. You will feel close to the galaxies and all that's up there and out there and across there and below us and above us. You are about to meet someone, if you haven't already done so, who's irritating and smart, knows it all, or he thinks he does or she does, but they don't. They don't mean it, but they aggravate you, and they can be irritating if they're in your group. And the group of friends may say to you, who is that person? What are they doing here? So they may aggravate them as well. They've got a knack for doing that. I believe that some of you, on a separate subject, are seeing financial improvement, number 4. But most of it indicates to me that you're finally seeing things start to settle down. That may seem very unlikely at the moment because you may be going through a bit of trouble with your romance. But romantically speaking, number 4, I believe in the coming weeks and months, things will calm down and you'll say, we never row, we never have. Of course you have, but you'll forget all that because it won't mean anything. And all the rows you've had in the past were over nothing anyway. They always are. I bet you can't remember what they were about. Well, you may some of them, especially if temptation was involved. So, watch out for your stars. Be inspired by the universe. Don't be frightened of it if it's new to you. If it's a new feeling inside, let it in because it will do you good. Learn the tarot course, which we're doing in a few minutes. Don't be tempted to do something bad. Don't be the person I mentioned who's aggravating and irritating, because it could be you. I hope it isn't. Watch out for some money coming, maybe a little bit of financial improvement. Watch out for everything calming down. Cool. Stay cool. I think it's going to happen anyway, but allow things just to stay calm. Don't do stupid, daft things. All 4 of these readings are fairly positive. There's nothing in them that's frightening, and some readings would frighten the life out of you, but these readings are all okay. So thank you for watching that number 4. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the like button, share me with your friends, click the bell icon for notifications, and please make some comments below. So in a few moments time, we're going to start your free tarot course. We're on stage 24 already, which is the Page of Wands. You're going to love the Page of Wands. It is the Page of Cups. As I said, some people do all the outtakes and make a film of them, and they're really funny. I don't do that, I just leave them in. So that was an outtake. We are going to look at the Page of Cups in a few moments. Stay with me and I'll be with you. I'll get everything ready for you and I'll be with you in a second. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with me. And did you spot the deliberate mistake? It's actually stage 25, the Page of Cups. Lovely card. I'm going to use notes, so forgive me, I wrote these notes over 20 years ago, my partner and myself, but I don't want to forget things, so I'll read some of this to you. The Page of Cups may be associated with a young man, could be a woman or a girl, full of enthusiasm. This person creative, thoughtful, artistic, kind and gentle, and yet very courageous when it's needed, when he needs or she needs to be. The page could indicate a business, the Page of Cups, or a marriage proposal. A young man may be also a messenger coming your way. There could be news on the way. Listen for news of the birth of a child. There could be a new business venture on the horizon where hidden talents will be used to the full. Anything associated with youngsters is looking good with this card. Anything to do with children. The page is on occasion known to be associated with sometimes with the star sign of Pisces. Not always, but quite often. So, if you can imagine you're standing on a depot and a lad's holding out a hand from a departing train and he beckons you to come aboard. He says, jump. My train's going to marvellous places. The boy is the Page of Cups. In the tarot, the pages are messengers. They deliver gestures of spirit, opportunities offered to you that could change your destiny. So it's an opportunist card. A gesture from maybe small, a bit of news, passing comments, a casual encounter, all these could be more important than you think they are. Or they could be a huge and a massive, major turning point for you, or for whoever you're reading for when you've learnt the course. This card will ask you, if it's yours, to make the choice, if it's been read to you. If you go or stay, should you accept or decline? You decide, and what you decide will make the difference. That's what the card is telling you. Of course, with all tarot cards, it depends on the cards that surround it, but this is the basics of it. It's a gesture of spirit, and it's unique. It reflects the page's suit. The Page of Cups is Cupid. In readings, he offers gestures of the heart, things to do with love and romance, of course. He encourages you to sample the wonders of the cups, because they are wonderful. Love, romance, feelings, and the inner life. And as I said in one of the readings a few minutes ago, the universe and the spirit world. The page tells you to look for an opening to stir, well, it will stir your emotions, really get them going. It will pull on your heartstrings, and it will promise great joy in lots of cases. The Page of Cups stands for a child who's young at heart, whose relationships to you involves emotional needs, can be moody, it can be expressions of love, intimacy, or inner connections. This card can produce and indicate joy and emotion. The Page of Cups encourages you to explore love, inner development, light-hearted abandonment. Feel free to express joy and feelings. Express them, don't bottle them up. A few key words with the Page of Cups. To be moved or touched. Let your feelings show, don't hide them. Respond to beauty. You may more enjoy the arts. Go to the beauty galleries or art galleries and see the beautiful pictures. To be sentimental and romantic. There's the Pisces coming out again. To shed your detachment, let your heart lead the way. And that came up in one of tonight's readings as well. Receive guidance from within, act upon a hunch. Remember your dreams. Experience direct knowledge. Trust your gut reaction. Awful expression, but trust the reaction from inside you. Start or renew a love affair. Meet someone you're attracted to. It can mean getting close to someone beyond all the formalities. Have a moment of togetherness. Solidifying friendships. Sharing something personal. A wonderful time when this card shows up. Be loving. Make thoughtful gestures. Express sympathy and understanding. Forgive yourself as well. Forgive someone who's hurt you. Apologise to someone who you've hurt. Reach out and touch somebody. Mend a broken relationship. Brighten up someone's day. Always brighten up someone's day if you can. Respond with caring rather than with anger. That's what the cup means. It takes a lot of learning, the Page of Cups, and there'll be a lot more than this when I do the written coursework for you, which you will be able to download free of charge. But soon, that course I'll start work on. It's a massive project. But the Page of Cups, stage 25, of course. I said I leave all my mistakes in. I think they're funnier when they're left in as well. But it saves all the cutting and flashing and all that stuff. I don't like videos that keep flashing. So, I tried to do them in one take, and I've nearly done it today. Thank you for watching that, the Page of Cups, stage 25. If you have some cards, take this one to bed with you tonight. Prop it up on the bedside table and have a look at it before you go to sleep. Remember what I told you about it if you can. You can always watch the video again. And a special welcome and a special goodbye to those of you who are alone watching this. If you're on your own, a special hello to you. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Click like, share me with your friends on social media. Click the bell icon and please make some comments below. And remember my motto. Think lucky and you'll be lucky. Think love and you'll be loved. And I love all of you. So I'll see you next time, and take care of yourselves. Catch you later. Bye bye.